The first president of Facebook is now donating $250 million to research a breakthrough area of cancer treatment called immunotherapy. Sean Parker, who also co-founded the music file sharing service Napster, has announced the creation of the Parker Institute for Cancer Immunotherapy, which will link 6 major cancer centers. He's pledged a $250 million grant to the institute. This move is also a major boost for the Obama administration's so-called cancer moonshot. Sean Parker is with me now from Los Angeles. Sean, why are you putting your money behind cancer immunotherapy? What's your vision for this?
Well, the field of oncology made quite a bit of progress over the last 40 years using conventional treatments like chemotherapy and radiation and surgery. But only very recently have we started to realize the power of the immune system to fight cancer. Both the role that the immune system plays potentially in regulating cancer early on before it becomes metastatic, but more importantly, the ability to harness the power of the immune system to fight cancer.
And so, Sean, what did you think was maybe missing from the field of cancer research that you're hoping to address with this institute?
So there's a number of things that have happened in the development of the field over the last 40 years. Nixon declared a war on cancer about 40 years ago, and we began spending pretty heavily on the National Cancer Institute. Over a long period of time, as we made progress, some of these organizations became very large and very bureaucratic, and the pace of progress towards curing patients actually slowed down. And some of this is due to the fact that the disease turned out to be very complex. The science is incredibly complex. And as you get into interdisciplinary fields like immunotherapy, you really need to bring people together from different backgrounds. So you need an interdisciplinary approach. You need computer scientists and informaticists. You need people who specialize in genomics, oncology, immunology. So this is a field that had been very fragmented. And so when we started to look closely at the problem of trying to make progress happen faster, we realized we needed to figure out a way to get scientists collaborating across institutions.
So speaking of innovation, it's been an interesting intersection between virtual reality and the sports world. I know there's been some interesting research done. Football players, for instance, using VR to help figure out how better to approach the game without getting actually hit on the field. What do you think of the future of VR?
Well, it's incredibly exciting. It's one of these dreams that many of us in the technology world and the public through through film and media and entertainment and science fiction have been obsessed with for a really long time. I think the most interesting and concrete applications have to do with things like distance learning and ideas around training and perhaps even performing medical procedures at a distance and things of that nature. The entertainment applications in gaming are obviously incredibly exciting. Virtual reality can only make the gaming industry bigger and more successful. Not that it needs to get any bigger or more successful. It's already a larger industry even than film, TV, and music. So I'm really bullish on those applications. I think some of the other applications that are discussed are a little more speculative.
Yeah, I mean, do you think realistically that the human beings everywhere will one day be strapping these things onto our heads, and that's how we'll be consuming a lot of our media?
I think the headsets are going to need to get a lot better in order for us to do that. In a gaming context, it makes perfect sense in the privacy of your own home when you want that immersive experience. We were investors at Founders Fund in Oculus, which was bought by Facebook. It's an incredible product, and I think it makes a lot of sense in gaming applications. The social side of things, I think, will be a little slower to progress. If you've ever put on one of these headsets, you'd understand why. You look pretty funny walking around, with a computer strapped to your face.
Yeah.
So these things are going to have to improve quite a bit before they become totally mainstream.
Sean Parker, thanks so much for your time. Appreciate it.